Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl Reese, aka Reese Cup, aka the best that ever did it, aka y'all know what all the AKA stands for. I know who I am and who I be. Well, this is another edition, another installment of the Morning Max Show. And today, as my esteemed, my fabulous co-host today, I got with me no other than Miss Bernice Smith.
Good morning, Reese. How are you?
I'm okay, and of course, my super producer is always with me. That's my co-pilot. Thank you,
Oh,
for Molly Moore, his $1 million moments. You know, he back behind the scenes doing what he do, y'all. But he is with me today as well. Woo, girl, how was your weekend?
it was pretty good. I went out to the Black Nurses event, and Rico
Yeah,
did his thing. You know, the I give a damn jam crew was there, so it was nice.
turn up for the black nurses. I know
Yeah.
that's right. For all the nurses, I want to thank y'all for your service, just like in the military. All right, because I know how that could be. Well, my weekend was slightly uneventful due to the flood that took place in my house on Friday.
Oh God.
Y'all probably still hear these vacuums and everything still going. I couldn't turn no heat on over the weekend.
Oh
I
God.
don't know because that utility closet. So, but honey, it was hot as I don't know what in here on Friday night. Almost couldn't breathe because they
Oh
trying to
God.
dry the stuff out with the dry heat or whatever. However they do it. Hey, my brother in the house. Good morning, DJ Slicky Woo Boo.
Yeah.
Good morning. Um, so my weekend was a little eventful and a little unpleasant, but you know, hey, I got through it. They're supposed to be here Monday to finish up, but today is National Indigenous People Day,
Yes,
or
it is.
they like to say Columbus Day. It's Columbus Day. So you know, did they
Mhm.
change the name to make it sound better? Because it still stinks to me, no matter what you call it.
Yeah, they changed it to try to make us feel better. It's still the same thing. So
They got a holiday, so they said we want to take Columbus Day, switch it around the name, call it National Indigenous People Day, and that's gonna make everything that Columbus
better.
stood for and everything that he did, they're gonna make that go away. After we done got schools, buildings, churches, roads, highway, grocery stores, everything named after Columbus. So they took this holiday and said National Indigenous People Day. So everywhere, if you live in Columbia Park, Columbia Heights, change that Columbia and put
Right.
National Indigenous People Day. So how come DC don't say it says the District of Columbia? Why don't they call it the District of the National Indigenous People Day? No, y'all not in the
They're not gonna do that. It's always they trying to put a band-aid on stuff. So
so I mean that's just my crazy mind and just
that's
how I'm seeing stuff today. Woo! So yeah, everybody come in, get in. So today's show, you know, I was watching
Mhm.
Taraji over the weekend and acrimony. So that is going to be today's show topic today. We're going to tell y'all what acrimony means, and then we're going to get in it to how it applies on so many different levels. How you can have a disdain for somebody else. Have you ever seen somebody, Bernice, that when you saw them, they just make you want to grit your teeth?
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
That ain't right. We giving that person too much power, you know, over us. But it's human. It's human because I know a lot of people, male and female, that I can almost, can't stand. But see, I'm working on me, and once you start working on you and changing your viewpoint and the way you see things in life, you realize, you know what? I ain't even that mad for real at that person. That ain't even, I won't hold grudges. I try to get over things and let it go, but I am human,
Yeah.
you know, and
Well,
and that whole that's a whole.
Yeah, you live and you learn. But my thing is this, I had to learn that. I was like, I'm giving people too much power. I'm not gonna allow somebody to change my atmosphere. So I'm like, now, how you doing, boo? And I keep it moving because that's too much weight to carry, honestly. It's too much weight to carry. And I don't want nobody having that much power in my life.
Right. But you said the key word, Bernice. You said now. Back then they caught you 30 years ago or 20 years ago. Oh, you could get it. You was gonna get dealt with. But like you said, now after
Yeah.
many, many times of kirking out and doing a Taraji P. Henson like an acrimony. Now it's our older years that we're wiser and we're more tamed and our palates are refined palates and we are the upper echelon in this age game that we know. Child, it ain't even worth it. Like, honey,
Right.
boo hoo. I'm like that girl. Next case, like we got a video set up for the people. So let's do the video. Then we're gonna dive into it.
Defined, acrimony is a bitterness or ill feeling towards another, normally exhibited in someone's overall demeanor or speech towards another person. A
Yes.
dislike so strong someone cannot hide it from another.
Was that it? Okay, I explained it. I didn't know it was that short. So it's like um let me use okay. Do I want to use an X? Do I want to give Bernice? You give them an example first because they probably say, Reese, you being messy. Because if I want to give the example that I want to give, so this is something that's hot off my skull. But
Girl, examples. Jesus, I have multiple examples I could give, but like I said, you live, you learn, and you grow. But um, it was a female, and I was going to church. Every time they stepped in my space, I swear my whole attitude shift simply because I think I was angry because you don't even know me and you judging me. You turning your nose up. And I wanted to rip her wig off in church and drag her down the aisle, because she had this attitude towards me, like turning up her nose you know, and I knew for a fact that she had spoken ill of me. So my whole atmosphere, I could go in there smiling, feeling my best, but as soon as she entered into that space, I was like, okay, say anything, you about to get it in church. So, I definitely allow her that power to change me, to my whole attitude. Like I said, it was like, and you can read it on my face. I ain't have to say nothing. So it was definitely that type of thing for me. And like I said, I've had more than one experience. So I've been to the point where I'm ready to get you.
wow. And now you didn't ever stop to think, well, maybe let me have a conversation with her to find out why she spoke ill of me and why did she think the way she did.
Well, honestly, I tried to be nice because, Reese, honestly,
No, I
growing
didn't
up,
say be nice. I said had a conversation with her to ask her,
I
what is
did.
your major malfunction, lady?
But see, one thing I realized with that particular person, I could not approach them because that as soon as you approach her, her attitude come off and she's swinging her head and I'm like, hold up, boo boo, woo, So certain people, I realize sometimes it's just best to leave it alone. So now when I see her, I'm like, how you doing? You good? And I keep it moving because first of all, the Bible tells me a soft word turns away wrath. But with some people, actually, you can try, but it doesn't always work that way. So some people, if I have a problem, I'll approach it and I'll try to fix it. But other people, sometimes you have to let it go. You have to, because you allow them to bring that out of you. And if you come at me rough, and I've changed, but if you come at me a certain way, I'm in that atmosphere where like, look, I'm ready, so don't do it. So, I just let it go. I speak to her and I keep it moving. I don't know why she don't like me, but I know I've never done anything to her, so I have a clear conscience in that matter.
Wow. Yeah, I let a little acrimony get the best of me last week. It made me kirk out and feel some kind of way. But you know what? I was talking to my brother Slicky for once, gave me some good advice, and he told me, he said, "You know what, sis? You wasn't upset because of the events that would happen. You was upset because you felt like you was played or taken advantage of." And I said, damn it, that is exactly it. That's why I'm upset. And that's why I'm so angry. And then the person tried to flip it like I did something to them. Somebody had the nerve to, you be like, I beg your pardon. Somebody had the nerve to step on your foot or do something unsavory to you. And then want to flip it like you did. Oh, you tripping, or you this or you that. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I realized by talking to my insane in the membrane brother, my crazy DJ Slicky Woo Boo, for the first time, when he was saying, when I calmed down, it made sense, because I was like, oh, I just want to, the nerve of him, the gall of him, I just want to rat-a-tat-tat on top of his head. It was just, I was just that angry. And I was like, why am I so angry? It's because it wasn't particularly him, but like, I guess all of the negative experiences that I have experienced, that felt those old familiar feelings coming back.
Yeah.
You can't even be nobody's friend without somebody trying to take advantage of you and try to take your kindness for weakness and act like you boo-boo the fool. I can't even call people friend anymore, because that's when you say friend, that means there's certain boundaries and limits and loyalties to go there, but there's certain different layers of friendship as well. So I'm going to use the word, everybody's my associates. You got, I don't want, because every time I go out there and put my neck on that friendship block, I get it chopped off. But I'm not going to change how I treat people. I'm still going to be kind. I'm still going to be nice and sweet. And my brother be like, you're too nice. And what did it get you? That's why you always getting played like a fool, because you're too nice. And he's like, screw them people, F them people. Stop being nice to people. And I'm like, no, that'll be me changing my heart. And I'm not going to give the devil satisfaction. When I say devil, I mean these devilish, mean, ill will intent people out there. I'm not going to give them that satisfaction of thinking they're taking me or dragging me someplace where I really don't want to be, or I don't have any control over. Because I ain't sitting in the cell for nobody no more. That was in my younger, foolish years. I'm out there with weapons and meeting people in the corner, meeting them in a dark alley and doing some devilish stuff. All because to strike what I consider my revenge or my ounce or my pound of flesh. No. And that exactly what happened in that movie, Acrimony. She started to me, she poured everything into this guy, and she didn't feel that he was pouring anything back into her. So she felt that she drained herself. She gave him so much of her that she didn't have nothing left for herself. And that drove her crazy and bitter. Now, when he became rich in the movie Acrimony with Taraji Henson, everybody knows the story. When he finally got up off the ground, now, granted, she did spend $1 million or however much on him. But when he got his money, he gave her 10 million or something like that. But she felt it wasn't enough. She wanted,
like, she deserved to be the one, And sometimes the thing about that is, I understand. I call it being the I forgot, when you play the role and you support a man and he move on. I'm tired of building a man. That's how she felt like she built him up. you know, but she didn't believe in his dream.
No, she didn't. And she didn't move on. She threw him to the wolves. She was
Yeah,
like, man, get out of here. She broke up that relationship. So when he became successful, she come running back saying, I deserve to be here. You
right.
deserve, but you didn't stick with him. How you gonna say you deserve to be there when you didn't stick? You didn't even believe in his vision. You was too busy in your head because of what he did in the past, and then she must really didn't forgive him because they brought everything back from the past, and she thought something that even wasn't even there. You know, we women, we are not perfect by far, and our men accuse us of being, especially the black woman, accused us of being bitter, hot tempered, and angry. We all every black woman got to be angry. How come? Why she got to be angry? Why do we get that um, acrimony, stigmatism attached to us? They say, yeah, that's a black woman. Why do we? Why do they look at us as being bitter and angry when we took a lot of stuff off our people? We didn't run out of love. We ran out of the patience. And that's what Taraji did in the relationship. She ran out of the patience and she told her husband, you know, this is it. It's over. But as soon as he got the millions, she was like, wait a minute, give me half. That's half mine. I disagree. I mean, she should have been happy with the 10 million.
Yeah,
And even though she felt as though that she poured her money into him, she got that back in tenfold. Yes, you did. You poured it into you, got back tenfold. Now,
right.
money ain't gonna change their situation because she left him because she thought he cheated. She gave him the boot because she thought he cheated. Even if he had billions of dollars, that's always going to be in your back of your mind that you thought you cheated. You know, she didn't want. She thought she was going to be with the dude, and then he had already moved on. She was even more bitter because he moved on. Had she moved on, they would have took that money and lived life nice.
Mm. The thing about that is, yeah, she thought he had cheated. It was a whole bunch to that movie. It was a whole bunch. I saw so many things. She was worried about the money and paying bills and what he was doing, and she wasn't getting time. It was so much wrapped up in that movie. But at the end of the day, she chose to leave, and he was fair enough to give her that money because he knew she deserved it, and she should have just let it go.
Even after they went to court, she went into where she wanted to and that I was there before, harm the female. What we women, why do we do that, Bernice? Instead of fighting the man, no, we don't need to be fighting nobody. But like, say I'm dating the same guy you dating, I'm gonna come off and want to fight you. Why do we want to fight each other over the win this old dirterer over here in the corner that is to play me, you, and anybody else he can? Why do women do that? Why do we go to head with each other instead of going to head with the man? You know, because
Well,
I'm like, Bernice, girl, you got your hand full. He cheated on me, gonna cheat on you. Good luck. But no, I'm like, Bernice, I'm gonna punch you in your face. Wait till I see you, bitch. It's on. It's gonna be on. Why do we do that?
I think it depends on the position of the female. If it's just a random female we don't know, what's the point of fighting? But if it's somebody you consider family, your best friend, things of that nature, yeah, I'm gonna rock with you because even if he decided he wanted to talk to you, it's your job to say, look, that's my best friend, that's my sister, that's whoever, and step off because men, women come and go. But the thing about it is, you're supposed to be my family, my best friend. Like I said, a random female, I'm like, hey, do what you do. Why I'm gonna fight you? You ain't know about me, I ain't know about you. So I think it depends on the scenario.
I'm not even gonna fight my sister, my cousin, or whatever. The old me would have, and the old me did. Right? I ain't gonna lie. I kid you not, because I had this thing. Oh, you disrespected me, or you something about trying to be carried. Something about it's something in my childhood. It's something in my psyche where I used to kirk out when I think people trying to play me. it goes way back, deep rooted. I ain't even gonna get into that. This show ain't that long for me to lay on the couch and tell y'all my mental problems. But know this, that I recognize it, I see it, and I'm a different person, and I'm still working on me. The old me would have, but that goes for the young one, the old one. If you think your love has been betrayed, your loyalty, because you just said it, but because it's your sister and she knew, or your mother or your auntie or whoever, and they knew that you was in a relationship with this guy, that's why you will fight them quicker than you would a stranger. No, no, to me, both of them would have got the same type of heat. But the older me, you still let it both go, because it's like my husband. If you my husband and you cheated, I made the vows with you. I didn't make the vows with my sister. I didn't make it with my mother, my auntie, whatever. You're my husband. And if you feel as though I'm in a relationship with you and you have to do that, or you want to do that, that means you want out. I don't want to be bitter about breaking up or getting rid of any old baggage or relationship. Because if you're not the one, you're not the one. Because that one ain't gonna do that to you. Now, granted, you may have to move differently around them slippery slows, them slippery hoes. You call family. They may not be able to meet your friend, but hell, that don't even mean nothing, because you could not bring your man around, and your family still might meet him. And this is a small world out on the street. And then next thing you know, boom, 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 they involved. Oh, that was your key. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, that was your boo. Oh, I didn't know. That was your boo. Yeah, you knew, but you did it anyway. But it's okay. I'm not mad at the woman, and I'm not mad at the man, because that's life. Okay.
Well, I'm well, for me, like I said, I'm 49 now. So I had a situation not too long ago, and I had to make a decision. So now I'm just like, I'm not mad at anybody, but I protect my peace. So I love you, but I don't deal with you, because you show me my worth, and if my worth doesn't matter to you, or you don't see me as worthy of your respect, your time, and your love, then I don't need you in my space, because I'm seeking positivity and peace. That's why I'm an introvert now, because it's a peace that comes with it. And most people don't understand that. There's a peace, and I'll see you and I'll speak to you. If you come to me and you tell me you're hungry, I'm going to throw you some noodles or something. With whatever I got, I'll share. But understand this. There is no more bond here. I don't care if you my mama. Once you show me that you don't care anything about how I feel, and you don't respect me the same way I respect you, it's over. And I'm not going to walk around and roll my eyes at you. I'm done with that stuff. I don't need it in my life. Like I said, it's all about peace for me. And if I don't see it and it ain't peaceful, oh, yeah, I don't need to deal with that. Because ain't nobody gonna take care of me the way I do. And I had to learn that, and I learned that late in life. Protect my peace so that I can be mentally good to do what I need to do in this world.
Now, what about people make mistakes, Bernice? People do. People, do you give people, because we all made mistakes, we all fall short, and we've all done stuff. Do you give people a chance to turn around? To say they sorry,
more than one. Reese, I'm telling you,
you said that it's over, it's a wrap. I mean, my peace of mind is good too, and like you said, I'm going to be skeptical, and I'm going to watch how I move around them folks. But if they say, you know what, I beg your pardon, I'm sorry, let's move forward, I'm going to give them that. I'm okay. We can move forward.
Okay, because I'm gonna share something with you. I was in a relationship. 6 years. 6 years. I never once cussed this man out. I was faithful. We cooked together. His love language was service. So he did that stuff. But in the same token, I heard this lady say, she said, I allow my man to make a million mistakes, but don't make the same mistake a million times. Right. See, I've been known, and people know this about me. I've been known to say, okay, you did that, I'm going to forgive you. You did this, I'm going to forgive you. But As long as you keep allowing that process, oh, she gonna forgive me, she gonna forgive me. At some point, there's a cutoff point. There's a cutoff point. Yeah, you made a mistake. Okay, I forgive you. I prayed over this man. I love this man. And he got caught in some situations and I stayed 6 years. I said, I saw all the red flags and I refused to let it go. I let that go. And last time I talked to him, I said, I don't wish you nothing but happiness, baby. I hope you be happy and you find what you need. Because guess what? I found me, I found my worth, and I know there's a king out there who's going to treat me accordingly, who's not going to be sneaky and this and that, putting me in a position where I'm going to lose my stuff. No, sir. He had chances, multiple. And see, the thing is, what I've learned is most of the time, your partner, a man can cheat, but he can't take it when it's in his face. Yes, Lord. And I had to let it go. I had to let it go because I gave more chances than I should have. And I was lowering my worth, standing in a place where I wasn't valued. So I give people chances. Trust me, I give them chances. But sometimes you just got to wake up and realize, look, this is not what I need. I don't cut people off after one time. I went through another situation. This girl kept cussing me out. Yeah, calling me bees and being disrespectful. Did it for 4 years. The last time I was on my way, I said, that's it. We about to get it in. And after that, I said, you know what? I'm just done. I'm just done. And I never disrespected this person. I mean, time and time again. And it just kept happening. And like I said, once you present yourself as a doormat, people come in, wipe their feet. I'm comfortable here. But at some point, you have to cut it off. Period.
That's it. Like, let me give you an example. I said I wasn't gonna bring it up, but it's on my soul to do so. So I'm gonna share it because it's coming up. So I need to get it out so I can, I had, I had a friend. We was kicking it. We was cool. It don't matter if it's a guy or a girl. It was a friend that I knew since we was in junior high together, and we, when I use the word friend, I meant that I was a friend to them. I do whatever for them I can. Anyway, they was visiting, right? It was last week when I was doing my show. It's like they came over supposed to help me to get my space together, right? So we're kicking it, and I fed them and everything. So I'm doing the show, and halfway through the show, I hear my wine being open, right? and afterwards, from to find out, Joker, you done drunk 2.5 bottles of my wine. Now, you asked me, can I get some water? I give you the water. But why did you ask me, could I go in your refrigerator and get your wine and open it up and toast up? Because you wasn't over here to toast up. You was over here to help me do a job. And I feel like, oh, you tried to play me. We already, because you was going to get your pay after services were rendered. It was your thing. Hey, I can come in, I can help you do X, Y, Z. Okay, bank. Then when I'm fussing at you about why did you go into the refrigerator? Why did you go and why did you wait till I was distracted and do what you did? You could have just say, hey, that could have been my son's stuff.
Yeah.
That could have been my son, but you didn't even ask nothing. You just took it upon yourself and took. And when I felt that emotion that, oh, you trying to play me, you want to take from me, I'm guarded around that, around male or female coming to you empty-handed, not bringing up, just take. If we want to seesaw and I never come down or I never go up, that's just a one-sided seesaw. That don't feel good. It's like you taking advantage of my hospitality. You wait till I'm distracted to go in and get what you deem that you want. That could have been anything, like I said, or anybody's stuff. And it just so happens it was something special to me. It was a gift that I got some time back. Woo. And I'm like, dog, if you would have just asked me, I would have even said yes or no or told you what you could get. Because there was more flavors than that. But you wanted the one that I had took off the bar into the refrigerator it's there for a reason. It wasn't out for display for a reason. And then the person's like, "Oh, you crying over some daggone wine?" No, I'm not crying over the wine. I'm crying for your blatant disregard of me. That's why I
Disrespect.
was upset, because I felt like you disrespected me. I felt like you violated me. I felt like you took something from me that was not offered to you. When you take and do not ask, that is stealing. I did not once say, "Hey, make yourself comfortable, go in there, get what you want, do what you want." You knew that because you asked for water. If you're gonna, how you gonna ask for water but steal my drink? That don't make sense. Make that make sense. My Bernice, I'm gonna come over your house. Bernice, can I get a bottle of water? You like, sure, you get it to me, right? What if I say, "Hey, Bernice, hey, you my sis, we cool. I'm gonna go in your get up and just take it upon myself to go in your refrigerator and grab what I want." I don't live by myself. Like I said, that could have been somebody else's. I could have been holding that for whatever. I could have been selling that, but you did not ask anything. Then you gonna flip the script and tell me, "Oh, I'm being petty. Oh, I'm acting irrational, and oh, I don't want to deal with you no more." I guess you don't want to deal with me no more because you did the infraction to me. I didn't do anything to you. You did whatever to me because you didn't respect me. You didn't respect the boundary. If you would have just waited and we did what we got to do, you would have been more than fairly compensated.
Right.
But you wasn't over here to drink, to turn up and lie, laugh and kiki and stuff. We was supposed to be on a mission. But I was told that I was wrong. I was told that, "Oh no, you should have let so and so do whatever. That's your friend." You no, it's layers and levels of friends.
You were
And I,
told you were wrong. I think
huh?
for me, it's about respect. Like I have friends. They come on my house and they get comfortable, but still, in the same token, out of respect, they be like, "Oh, can I? Oh, can I?" It's just respect. It's not. I don't feel like you were wrong for telling him. Now I wasn't there. I don't know what
I
happened,
didn't say
but
him or her.
him, her,
I didn't say him
them.
or her. I
Let
don't.
me
I don't
say
want to.
them.
Because it goes for females and males alike. It's
Right. Whoever. I
individual.
mean, it's just a thing of respect. I mean, I do that. If I go to my mama house, I'll be like, "Mom, can I?"
Exactly. I've
It's
never, go in somebody's household. My mother could. We was never raised like that. That you grab what you want. It's just. Can I have that three little words? Nobody ever just snatch it or take advantage. I'm like, wow, and I felt some type of way. Now, if
yeah.
I say, "Hey, go ahead, make yourself comfortable. You can have whatever you want. You can do whatever." Hey, do that. I did, but that wasn't the agenda. That wasn't the plan. And I'm sorry. And so somebody I know since the sixth grade, I had to cut completely out because I'm like, that's toxic. And then the way you reacted, you want to text me, "Lose my number," and you this and you that. Then you want to start calling me names. You stingy, you this, you that, and all that. I'm like, now you showing your true colors. Peace, because I'm better off without you in my life. I don't need that kind of friendship. That's toxic. And I wish you well. Go ahead and sell that shit on down the street to somebody else. Because ain't nobody gonna go for that. Go and play them games with somebody else. Get the stepping, kick rocks. And
Yeah.
and I was really upset. And again, my brother was like, "You know what? You was upset because you felt that you was played." I felt disrespected and I felt violated.
Yeah, he right. That's what you felt. I mean, and sometimes what we feel don't always come out the way we want it to. But a friendship like that is not worth. Just me losing. I mean, you known them since sixth grade. Like I said, it's just respect,
You
and I didn't.
know,
I don't think that. Um, I don't think that they should have taken it that way. I mean, just for the extreme from what you saying, since calling your names and all this stuff, it's not. for me, it's not about being selfish. It's just about having respect, so
And when I look back over the life when we hung out various times, when we went to cookouts together, whatever, you never came out your pocket. You never treated. You never gave anything. Your hands was always looking like cups. Whether you needed ride, money, you wanted something to drink or something to eat or whatever. I'm like, wait a minute. That it's a one-sided friendship. But you always hit me with this BS. Oh, when I get some money, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Whoopty whoopty woo. When you get your dollars, crickets. I don't see no sign of hair. Your ass, your bum ass, because that's only a bummer do that. But you come in, you get fed, you get whatever you treated nice. The kindness is not returned, and
yeah.
it's just something like I don't know, something just ticked to me when I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, I know this joker didn't just do this, and I'm like, I don't even want to be friends with nobody. I don't want to, because like you said, it interrupted my peace. I got to be selective who I use that word with, because I've been nothing but a friend to you. You took advantage. You try to mucky or muddy the waters.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, since you were feeling that, you said since y'all was 6, you've been feeling that for a while. And see, what I've learned is once you start holding stuff in for so long instead of addressing it, because communication is key. When you finally do, it blows up, and that's what happened in your situation. I mean, you dealt with it so long, and you never said a word because of the kind of heart you have. So when it got to that point and you finally decided to say something, that's why it blew up in such an extreme. But I feel like this: if somebody is your friend, you should be able to sit down, you should be able to talk, and not talk just to hear them, but to understand what the other is saying, so it won't get to that, to that place where you're at odds or you calling names and all that stuff. Yeah, man, we got to start speaking up and not waiting until it builds up, because what I found is when you wait to say things and it builds up, you end up coming off the wrong way, or you end up saying things you really don't mean, or in a way you don't necessarily mean it. You just want people to understand how you feeling. And a lot of people, regardless of how you say it, they won't receive it. So those are the people who you need to let go, because people who truly love you and care about you, they're going to try to understand you. They're going to respect, your boundaries just like you're going to respect theirs. So that stuff goes a long way. We can't keep holding stuff in and holding it in thinking, okay, it's going to change. People change because they want to, not because we want them to. And that's just the way life goes. They're not. We got to start speaking our truth. And they say it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. Sometimes it don't matter how you say it. Some people gonna take it wrong. But I feel like release yourself from that pressure. Don't let it keep building you up and you carrying a burden, or you feel like it's a burden. No, say something. Be like, look, baby, can we talk for a minute? Okay, look, this
I
is what's
did though, Bernice. I did, and that's why I felt disrespected. I said I just said, and then you gonna do another thing, and I'm like, you know what? Mm-mm. So it's just like that person didn't care nothing about your feelings or whatever. They're gonna do what they want to do regardless. And I don't want to have acrimony against that person or the next, friendship or whatever. Hey, my producer in the house, you want to say something? Good sexy self.
Popping up, just popping up, trying to get
Oh,
my
you
eyes open.
want to tell everybody how sexy you are. Boy, go on, stop it,
Get my
man.
eyes is, we should be gassing y'all, man. What's up, though? I was hearing y'all conversation. I seen Bernice Saturday. She was out there in the cold with us. She seen me out there recording, hands freezing.
It was
Big
cold out
day.
that time.
Yeah, it was cold. But yeah, I got a lot of friends like that, friends since kindergarten, elementary. You know, like you said, since 6th grade, that mean 11. I don't know how old you is, but if you minus 11 from that, that's how long y'all been friends. And I wish
Right.
me and my friends can make it that long. And if they can, they can come my house and cook if they want. They ain't got to ask me a damn thing. That's how most of me and my friends are. But definitely my friends from elementary, from 6th grade, 7th grade, high school. You just come in, you do what you want. You can get something to drink. You can roll up, whatever, you know. But if I just met you, you got to ask. You know,
Well,
Yeah.
that's the only thing. And if I'm occupied, like I'm on a show with y'all right now, and they want to get something to drink, they can't interrupt me and ask. They know that. So they just gonna get it. Even if they just met me and it's cool. I understand, like, okay, you ain't want to interrupt me, but hey, next time, get my attention and ask. I don't like people
exactly.
going in my fridge, but I ain't gonna cut off our relationship.
No,
I ain't
I
gonna,
didn't cut off the relationship from that. They cut it off because they kirked
yeah,
on
even
me.
if
Because
they
I said,
church,
you know what? Are we cool? Are we good? And they kirked and want to get all the verb theta, want to da da this and da da that. You cheat. They ain't
yeah,
nothing
I'm
but this and
kirking on
that.
my friend too. You a cheap ass nigga. If I knew you since 6th grade and you over here
No,
tripping
but put it like
because I
this.
drunk some of your wine, like I can buy you another bottle of
Not
wine.
no,
I
it's
can't
not
get you another
some.
beat. I
It's
want
it's
Bernice.
the
It's something
point.
that
I don't.
build up. It had to be more than just this bottle of
It
wine
is
when it
more than
comes to
just
you.
that. It
Yeah,
is. It
that's
is
what I'm
just.
saying. It
It
could
is
have been
just
just the
that. That
bottle,
was just like the final straw because we
Yeah, that
just
was
had a
it.
conversation about earlier about your hands looking like cups. I'm not in the same position that I was years ago. My life has changed, and I have to make changes for that. So I know before when we used to go out and hang out, fun, fun, fun. I was driving, I was paying, I was all that, but I had it then. So please don't come to me with your hands looking like cups. I need help now. I need
Yeah.
the help.
That's the things of behavior. Like at one point, I go out to the club, I get the tables, I buy the bottles, 3,000 a night. None of my friends got to pay to get in. Then it
Right.
came a time I grew up and started understanding that shit costs more than what I actually got now. And I ain't got the money to do that. So I started
Exactly.
telling them, to bring money. But before I told them, they thought it was the same thing. Just come out. Oh, we got to pay. Yeah, but I had to let them know a heads up. Like, hey, I ain't got y'all this time. But if I've been doing this for years and years, and this what they accustomed to, this how people normally get. When they get around me, they know they ain't got to pay for nothing. They know what we got to eat is on me. But eventually now they know today it ain't. You bring yours, I got mine. But you got to let people know things ain't what they used to be, and then
Right.
eventually they address. But if this would
But
it
they
always
know
been,
this. They
you
know
know,
my situation from 7 years. And here's another thing. When I was down in the hospital, you did not call, you did not come, you was gone. Your the friendship was interrupted.
see, it's
You
more than
know,
that. You keep
Yeah,
finding other
it's,
reason to be mad. Then he shouldn't have been over the house that day.
he
You
was
no.
over
know,
there to work. He wasn't over there to turn up to
the
have
help a
fun.
friend, the help a friend. He
He was
shouldn't
over
have
there
been
to
over
help a
there if
friend
you
and get
feel that way.
compensated. You weren't supposed to be over here to turn up. How you going to be, I mean, I'm like, what? And you just over here the other day, and we put down the perimeters. Okay, you gonna do this, this, and that? He was like, yeah, do this, this, and that. I'm like, okay, for real. Okay, I got you. Okay, the person came over. I'm hungry. Can you fix me something to eat? And I'm like, no, we got to do this work, man. Da da this and all that. So I broke down. I went ahead and cooked. Okay, I fed you. I said I got to do my show. I said, and we're gonna get this popping.
Nah, he shouldn't have been. He should have been there when
Listen,
it was time to. If you wanted
I
it like that, he
live
should
and
have came.
learn, live and learn.
He
But
should
I
have
don't have to
came.
learn that lesson no more because that's done, one and done.
man, it's your friend since 6th grade. Like
Seven.
everything he's saying, like that comes from old friends. Like you talking, you treating him like you just met him and he ain't really that cool. But then if y'all friends from back then, that's what them type of friends do. Like they come over, girl, break something to eat. Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
it's just like, what is our
but that's
relationship?
just
If
it.
one minute you cooking them
It's one
something, next minute
side.
you saying I can't. Yeah, it's one sided. It been like that forever.
But
That's
you let it go that long.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
no, and I put my foot down and say, okay, you can't do this, this, and that. We just had a conversation about you drinking up the Crown Royal and the daggone Fireball. We had a conversation. And then you turn around and just like, man, forget what you say. I'm gonna do what I want to do. That's how I felt.
That's
I
what
felt
do.
I
They
felt like it was like,
disrespect.
man, forget you. I'm gonna take whatever I want to take. And that's how I felt. I'm like, you ain't gonna disrespect me like that. Why you trying to do, I don't live alone. My son here, what if that was his shit?
You went off on him for drinking your shit before too, Reese. So I'm thinking you just a wine head, probably. If he drunk your water or drunk some juice, you wouldn't have been mad. It's mostly the wine, and then in his head, he thinking it's just the wine. You gotta let him know, no, this for all the shit. Like you always been like this. Cause in his head, he was like, damn, this just over some wine. Like, is you
Yeah.
serious?
But in an
Like
hour,
it's
you
more
drunk
than
two and
that.
a half bottles of wine in the 1 hour show. What was you
You
doing?
got
What the hell? What you? Yeah, that had to be the weakest wine. What type of wine you had?
We
yeah.
got it from the Olive Garden. Misha got it from as a gift.
That
It
is
came
juice.
from the Olive Garden because they don't sell it in stores. You know how Olive Garden have certain wines that they sell,
Yeah.
so you ain't gonna get it from no corner store like that. You
Yeah,
got to
he owe
get it
you a
from.
bottle of wine. You can't cut that friendship off till you get your bottles back, man. What you talking about?
I'm trying to
No,
tell
no.
you.
I want to scrub it as the loss. I told Misha about it. Misha, that's my sister, and she said I don't even do that. She said because you don't know who stuff is stuff. Who? Because sometimes she would store stuff at my house or my fridge. Like, girl, I ain't got no room or whatever. But what if it was stored for her party, and you drunk what was out already on my credenza. You already drunk that. Okay, fine. There was more wine up there. Continue drinking that hot wine. But I had this removed and in the refrigerator chilling for a reason.
Yeah, he was
So,
wrong. He was wrong for
so
drinking your shit,
you
but he
know,
thought he was okay to do it. So it's
no,
like
you
now
didn't
where
think
we
he
go
was
from
okay
here.
to do it because we just had that
Oh
conversation.
man, look at the baby.
Because if you thought you was okay, you wouldn't have hid and did, or you wouldn't do it while I was preoccupied with something. And then when I got on you about it, you up and left. I'm like, you ain't even gonna help me with my house. No, no, don't this, don't lose my number. You this, you that, and you stingy, this, and that. You want to call me names now. Now that made me mad and wanted me to sock you right in your. That's what wanted me to go to violence because not only did you violate me, that's
They
when I got
violated.
acrimony because I was like, as nice as I've been to you, and then as cool as I've been, and you gonna try to tell now you want to say I'm this, I'm that. I'm all of the above. I'm a bitch too. That made me want to lose my cool
All that
and
B
flip my
word.
wig. That made me want to go ballistic, and it took a lot for me to
Look,
keep
that all
calm and
came
keep
after the
cool.
fact that you got mad about drinking the wine. You should have got
Yeah.
son whooping, beat him, hit him in his knees or her in
It's,
their knees,
it's
whatever it
not
was.
worth it, and
Yo,
that's my fault. I ain't gonna let bum niggas in my house no more. That was my
bum
fault.
niggas. So why was the bum
I
nigga
mean, it
over
could be
there?
male or female. When I use the N word, I don't use it for sex. I'm just saying because
No,
my
I'm saying why
females
was
don't
the
even
bum
carry me
nigga
like
over
that.
there though? Why
Because
was
you
he
were
over
doing a
there?
job. You were over to do it because
Why you
I
keep
had
saying a
people tell me to
job?
do because you
He
getting
coming to help
compensated
a
for it at
friend,
the end.
but he still was helping a friend. He was good enough
No,
to
but he
come over
didn't
there to
help
get
himself
paid to
nothing
help
to
you, but
vittles
he
and
ain't getting that.
liquor.
Take that
He
shit out
didn't.
his pay. He drunk the wine, you don't get paid. You
That's right.
still come to do the job.
Like this
You
for the
know,
wine you drunk, nigga.
you already paid now. I need you come over here tomorrow too to get these walls.
Right.
See the baseball, but I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I know you just didn't open that wine. I know you didn't go in my refrigerator and open that wine.
You went off.
He went
You
Yes,
off.
went
I
off.
did. Yes, I
You
did.
went off.
He thought y'all was really friends, and y'all wasn't since
Friends
y'all been
don't do
11.
that,
Friends
Molly.
do that. I'm telling
Well,
you.
my friends don't. We don't. The circus we bang in, and don't none of my even if I'm at my aunt's house, I just don't. My aunt wouldn't even take nothing and grab it. She was like, Reese, is this for something? What is this for? Can I get? And that's how we
Mhm.
was raised. You always ask that question. Can I
But I,
get? Can I have? You just don't
Yeah.
assume it and take it because you know
but I think those are
even
people
though,
who
like I
really
said, I
know
don't
you.
live, and like I said, I have stored stuff for my girlfriends plenty of time. How do he know whose that was?
It's your
How do
house.
he know? He was like, well, you really don't drink like that. You just storing stuff. You don't drink. What you got wine here for? You don't drink. I got it for my company when my company comes. That's on the credenza. You didn't touch. You know that if he would have drunk that big ass bottle of Sutter Homes that never been opened, Molly, you know that big. I wouldn't have cared. But it's the fact that you wanted, you saw what you wanted. Both bottles. There was two other the Piaggio Moscatos. It's really good. It's really sweet, and you got it from Olive Garden. You drunk both of them bottles, man. You drunk the half of the Sutter Home that was on the credenza. Then you went and drunk both of the bottles that was chilling in the refrigerator.
You were arguing with a drunk person, basically.
I think I was. I think I didn't recognize that was a, you know, that was such a serious problem. But like Slicky said, that's my fault. Blame me. I take all that onus on that. Okay, I do. But then the behavior that spun from that. Oh, dude, you was never my friend. You was just looking for a handout and a hangout.
He probably was still drunk. I mean, to each their own, but I can't drink like that. I sip wine every now and then, and if I drink 2 full glasses, So I think he's definitely seemed like possibly he got a problem with alcohol, because you talked about Fireball and all this stuff, girl.
My Crown Apple, you know, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I said I make hot toddies with that, and everybody in the group know that. No, I really don't drink, but I have sinus and allergy problems, and every now and then I have to make a hot toddy, which means I paid that $46 for that thing because it's medicine. Which means when I got it now, I get congested and sick. Guess what? I don't have my medicine in to mix, or even my Fireball in to mix in my tea.
Good God, Fireball! What? Who wants to drink that? It sounds like it's gonna burn your
whiskey. It do. It tastes like atomic Fireball, but it's good because they got a cinnamon taste. It's good in tea. But my Crown Apple Raw, I drink that with a little bit cranberry juice. Everybody know Crown Apple ain't cheap. It ain't like it's like Erkenberg, no E&J. It's a little. It costs a little bit more, but you killed that. I mean, it's like I had stuff up there that I had, so when I do entertain, I can offer. If you come in my abode and you take and don't replenish or give back, then my stuff's gonna be empty.
Yeah, you gotta make him replace it. You say he'd buy you another one. She'd buy you another one.
He ain't gonna go to Olive Garden and get that. You know, I got this in the liquor store. I see that in the liquor store. No, they didn't have it there. That's why Misha got it.
Yeah.
So it's okay. I talked to my brother Rico, the edutainer. He was like, you know what, sis, just like it's all good, let it go. And I said, okay, you right. And then when I said to the dude, I said, it's all good. We good. He was like, no, we not good. You this, that, and the third. I'm like, whoa. Now you trying to put salt in the wounds. That's what made me go acrimonious on him. That's when you want to probably like, let me tell you something. This and I've been
let it go. You've been punked.
Yeah.
Slicky say, let it go, Reese. You've been punked.
Yeah, I've been punked, and that's how I feel. Like your friend ain't supposed to make you feel like you a fool or you've been played.
How do you feel like that though? You the only reason you feel like that. I keep telling you that happened to me. I wouldn't feel like that. You feel like that. That's something personally dealing with yourself. You know, that's who you are. You know, it's something about this wine and liquor and stuff, like food, anything. Like I done had people that ate my last steak. You know, like brother came over and cooked my last few steaks. Like dang. You know, but I wasn't mad to the point, or friends. It just don't bother me as much. So I think it depends on the person. Like if it was somebody else, maybe even me. If I drunk some of your wine, I can't drink that much wine. I'd have been dead. You'd have to call the police or ambulance. I don't think you've been as mad at me as you was to him. I think it's something he been doing for years and years. And you like, dog. I'm sick anything, of you, man. He could have just it was along that day. You'd have lost it, you know.
It was along that level. I'm getting tired. Yeah, you're right. because I'm seeing, I give people a chance to change, and when I see you still ain't doing that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then you lie, you well a lot. Oh, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then nothing. And I'm still like, but you still got your hand out looking like a cup. You'll feed me, fix me, take me, give me this, and I'm like, And then it was funny because he was like, pretend like I'm here. I said, no, but you're not. I'm not gonna pretend like nothing because you're not.
Pretend. Role playing, huh?
I think your friend got a problem though, for real.
Yeah.
If he's drinking like that, he seriously, girl, he might have a problem. And I've had alcoholics in my family, and you can see it. You trying to drown out something.
Yeah, and he's steady lying about it. Stop welling. Be a person and have integrity. That
I've never met an alcoholic with integrity. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that the person is, but maybe the person do got a drinking problem. But I see it differently now because I'm at a different space, and and I'm like, okay, cool, that's cool. I'm not even mad about the ending of the friendship. I was just like I said, you gonna step on my foot and be like, bitch, watch where you resting your foot at.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and that just brought back some negative feelings from other issues in the past with stuff.
Other things you done dealt with.
That's where it came back. It just brought back it took me to a different place.
Slicky said, nah, motherfucker, don't just look in my fridge.
I'm
looking at Slicky fridge. You might got a head and everything in there. I never look at Slicky fridge. Answer for everything.
I mean, but you got to know your friends. You got to know their boundaries. If you're truly friends, you know what bother your friends, your family, or whatever. So,
but he ain't never did that before. When he used to chill, just visit, ask me for everything. Can I get some ice? Can you do this? He ain't never took it upon himself and just cracked open my stuff. Like when I go to the bathroom, he been in there, oh, I got some Fireball, or I got some Crown Apple, or I drunk the rest of your Hennessy. That's on the credenza. Okay, like I said, he ain't never did that. So it must have been something else. Or he must have been fiending bad or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
He must have said, oh, I'm gonna snatch these up.
Lord.
He ain't still he took it, I remember you taking it still.
I was going in my refrigerator. You gonna ask for water, but gonna go and grab the wine. Does that make sense? I'm gonna come up to the house and ask you for some water, but then you preoccupied. I feel that I'm gonna go in your refrigerator and drink your wine.
My wine in my room, so unless you invited in my room, I ain't even worried about it.
I think if you were occupied, he'd ask you for some wine, but you was live, so he just went upon.
You know why I know he wouldn't? Because he never before.
So he asked for water. Reese, you got to start at least trying to make sense instead of just trying to get on the defense all the time. He asked you for water.
Yes.
And then when you got occupied, he just took upon himself to get the wine. He'd have took upon himself just to get the water if he just felt like you was busy. So he took it upon himself thinking it was okay to just grab the wine. I think he would have asked you
what I said. I'm about to jump on. Could y'all hear me when I told him, can you turn the radio off? Can you turn your radio off? You at the table chirping.
Yeah, he kept saying shit. You told him like he can't be talking. So from there, he knew not to bother no more. He ain't about to bother you no more.
But before then, I said, you good? You want anything?
Yeah, he was.
And then he was sitting over there drinking my big thing of peach tea. He was drinking that. He drank all of that. That was a half of a thing of one of them gallon things.
He talked all of that. That's definitely.
All in 1 hour. Then opened 2 bottles.
He done someone. Please say about in the smoke detector.
What he say?
Someone please change the battery in the smoke detector.
You come do it. I'm too short.
Said you come do it.
I'm too short. Can't reach it.
I take mines out. I ain't got time for that joint going off every time.
Yeah, when my sons, I got grown sons, so when one of them come, I'm gonna get them to do it.
Oh, you see, it's yours. Where you see that at? I don't see that.
No, you hear it, cause he do that little
yeah.
church thing.
Yeah. The church. Damn, Ron, you
I
got
wish
some
I could
moves
reach
over
it. I'm 5'5". These ceilings high.
there. Yeah, still taller than me.
Ron, that means you paying attention to the wrong thing. Focus on the conversation.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, it's disturbing you, boo.
No, I'm good now. You know, you laugh, you joke, you get it out, you talk about it, and and like I said, I can take my own blame. I own my own, my own mess, my own. That's the part of being accountable for. Is that mine too?
I don't know. That thing, I got them all over my house, but it's just one.
I don't even hear it.
I can take accountability. We got to own our own crap. And I was wrong about the way I went about it. I was wrong for even dealing with the Joker. So, because when people show you who you are before, and you keep giving them a second chance, you like, okay, all right. It was like, oh, I'm sorry for this. Okay, you cool. No, like you said, Bernice. This was a different thing, but that same type of mentality goes. I just don't need that. Like I said, my bestie will come over here and she put stuff in the refrigerator, but she never has opened anything without asking. And that's my sister. She could, if anybody could, and that's the lady that bought it. If anybody could, it's like we grew up differently. We grew up with having respect for people's property. My granddaddy, he was like that. I never forget. I was in the bathroom. I was a teenager. Me and my girlfriend was getting ready to go out. My girlfriend came over, right? It was Thanksgiving time. So I'm in the bathroom curling my hair. So she took it upon herself to go into the refrigerator. And my grandfather was coming, getting his nightly snack. And he said, who the hell told you to go in this refrigerator? She had the ham and the turkey on the counter. She was, I didn't know nothing about this. I was like, wait a minute, I'm coming. Don't you know my grandfather said, who the hell told you to come in here and go in my refrigerator? I got in trouble, almost didn't go out. She got cussed out. He said, don't you ever do that shit again. You can have anything you want. All you got to do is ask somebody. He said, and if you wanted a sandwich or some food, you asked Reese and she would have got it for you. You don't take it upon yourself to go in my refrigerator. If you don't buy enough banana, you don't go in my refrigerator. We grew up like that.
Yeah.
See, that's how he was raised.
Yeah. Well, in my grandma's house,
teased me to this day. So remember, you had that girlfriend that went in the refrigerator and just thought they was going to be, that's something, So no, that I don't know. It's just a country thing or what, but you don't, and don't wear my drawers. We comfortable. Don't wear my drawers. Wear my drawer and take my clothes and wear my drawers.
That's nasty. Why would you?
You gotta tell nobody that.
No, right. You gotta tell somebody that.
I had some new drawers in my drawer with the tags and stuff still on it. She thought they was cute. She wanted to wear. I'm like, bitch, you wanted them because after you wore them, I don't want them back. I don't care if you do wash it. That's yours.
That's why I like being the size I am. Nobody can fit none of my shit. It's too small. It's too small for all my friends. Can't fit it.
Look, some of my whether your stuff is too small or not, they'll fit in it. They'll fit in it. But just certain things you just don't do. And I always was taught to have manners. Always taught to ask. To always ask, because like I said, Misha would come and store food in my refrigerator that she couldn't keep at hers or leave something because that she might forgot something. We do that all the time. That's why we ask. Or Tyree be buying stuff, and I get on my son for the same thing. So you think that I ain't gonna get on no outsider for doing that? I won't even let my son do that.
Yeah, you grew up out Maryland, man. It's different. I grew up in a house full of 30 people. That barber shop joint where Eve say, "Who drunk my damn apple juice? Who drunk that?"
Uh-huh.
That was every day in our house. Like, if you put some in the
True.
refrigerator, it's fair
Yes,
game. It's like if
right.
it's food
But
left
y'all live
over.
there. But y'all live there. You wouldn't
No,
expect
even
your
if our
neighbor.
friends come over, they want something to drink. We say go get something to drink. That might was your soda in there, but we gonna share with our friends. It's for the house. It's for everybody. Now, if
Oh,
you want to keep
Marley,
your
when I
own,
put my soda
you
in there
sleep
and
with it.
you
You
let your
sleep with your
friends drink it,
snacks, huh?
I
I'm
said,
gonna be like Ice Cube in that movie, but Walter Stone with that shit.
Man, everything here in the studio, in the refrigerator, like you come in, you can get something to drink. You know, you're gonna get something to drink. Like that's just how it is. You know, I'm just like that. Now I done heard people done put like food in there and like this for such and such. You know, my mother used to tie it up real tight, put the name on it. We knew not to touch it, you know, but she'd be like, "That's from the neighbors. They ain't had no room. They just want to hold it in here." But yeah, we knew. But when it came to friends and stuff like that, it's just different. It's like it's not really a friend if y'all can't really share with each other or if y'all gotta really ask each other. But it is boundaries. You gotta set them boundaries. But with my friends, man, that's just how we is. You know, I don't think it ever changed. And I don't give my friends jobs. Like if I'm moving, nigga, you come to help me. If I need help in the house, you come to help me. So the minute you said he was here to do a job, then he ain't a friend anyway. Like y'all over there talking about
My
jobs
friends,
and stuff like that, or you supposed to ask me this and we did this.
and
They ain't friendship.
I didn't even solicit the help. He said I could do this for you for X, Y,
It
Z.
don't matter what.
You
It
know, and
don't.
I'm
no.
like,
It don't
oh,
matter.
okay, and I'm
And
like,
you said
okay.
okay. Exactly. My friends would have laughed me out. I even be trying to offer them money sometime when they come give me a ride to go places. They laugh like, bro, stop. Why
See,
is you
you
joking?
got some good friends. See, that's my problem. I use the word friends when I should have said associate. You know, I should
Yeah,
have known something when he's supposed to
gotta
act
know
like I'm
the
your
difference.
man, act like this. I'm like, no, girl, no, you're not. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he had some. He
You
had a
have to be
plan.
of a
Thinking of a
plan.
master
Act like
plan.
I want you to treat me like this. I want you to treat me like that. I'm like, no,
Wrong
I'm
time,
not.
Molly. Molly, you got me on the vegan wings. Yeah, man, keep them vegan wings. I bought Ron some vegan wings one time. He gave it to a homeless guy. Like literally,
Oh,
I was like, "The hell is you doing?" You
What's
know,
up, vegan wing?
them joints torch. Now I
they
bet he won't give
good.
them away now. Not them roasted joints. Them man, them
So
oven
wait a
roasted
minute.
joints so good.
Because
So
my
you
daughter want to go vegan, but I'm like, that's gonna be boring because I don't know nothing about cooking that stuff.
Oh, you'll love it
wait
because
a minute,
then
wait
it's
a minute,
new
wait a
stuff.
minute, hold up. Why
Mm.
did he give the wings away to the homeless guy? You bought it for him.
Now we was in traffic heading back, and you know you get to them lights, they come with the
Oh,
signs, and he came right up on Ron, like right at the window. Hey man, you know, Ron like, hey man, you know, I ain't got no change. You want this food though? And he was like, yeah.
and he
He's like,
took the
it's
food.
vegan. Slim ain't care. He just took it.
So that
Yeah,
means he was really hungry. Bless
Yeah,
his heart. Bless your
yeah,
heart,
yeah.
Marley.
Hopefully he ate it. You know, I don't know. I doubt if he ate that shit because it's vegan. Once Ron told him it's vegan, I said, why you tell him it's vegan, Ron? He probably gonna eat that shit now. But if you really hungry, you gonna eat it. You
Yeah,
know.
yes,
yeah, he
Lord.
said he would because he took it. I hope he gonna eat it. Then
Yeah,
instead of
he
just
out
Ron,
there
Ron always
eating.
look out for the homeless, man. He be out there just passing his money out. I'm about to get a sign and throw some outfits on by Ron house. You
Yeah, tell me where he live at
they
too, so I
do.
can join you.
I've seen they better off. A lot of them be better off than you.
panhandle.
And then we was at the Sam's Club in Clinton, and this is another where rage and acrimony. I got this lady out there with a baby. This like Indian lady out there with a baby, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's out here with a baby. And my son, I gave her $20. Here go Tyree. You know you just got. And I said, what? He said, look at there across the street. There was the husband over there with the other kid. I said, oh, hope Jody blow. No, she did. I was mad. I was like, that's okay. I said, God will bless me. And it did come back. When you do something from your heart, you know, people always try to take advantage, but you don't want to be taken advantage of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You just don't want, you know, people take your kindness for weakness or they
right.
take your kindness for being soft. Like when we go over Slicky House Sunday, I'm not going to go in his kitchen and take his wine cooler, go take his water. go in his refrigerator and start asking everybody, what y'all want to drink? Slicky got
Man,
some
what? I
Pepsi
ain't
in
asked
here.
Slicky for a
Slicky got some
damn
wine
thing.
coolers.
He better have a cool out with some ice, so we ain't got to ask for nothing. And if he occupied, I'm not asking. I'm just going to grab it, man. He DJing, he scratching up. I ain't going over. Hey, Slicker, can I get something to drink? I think I'm cool enough for Slicker to be like, go ahead, Ma. It's 1,000 sodas over there. Go grab one, you know. But
Yeah.
I
But
get
why
what
you
you coming
asking? Why
from,
you
Reese.
just not taking?
He was in your house, you know.
Why you asking? Why you just not taking?
No,
See,
I
you
said
don't
I
even
am
do that.
taking. I said I'm not asking. I'm not gonna go ask Slicky if he occupied DJing. I just feel like I'm cool enough with Slicky that he wouldn't be mad at me if I grab one. Now, if he say something after the fact, I'm gonna say, okay, I respect that now, and I know. So you come over my shit, you ask me for everything, nigga. It works both
Yes,
ways,
be
you know. It
company.
works both ways, you know that, right? You know, so
Right,
it's like
be
I can treat you how
company.
you treating me, you know, like.
Be company. Exactly. I
But you
didn't
company, you treat your company right. You make them comfortable. You don't say this is for company to your
I
company.
do.
This is not
I
for you. This is for when company come over. Like what? Ain't I'm company? Ain't I'm over? Like what that? Like no,
Molly,
you
you
here
know
for a
what I
job, my
mean.
nigga.
I'm hospitable. I wait on my people. You know, when you came over, didn't I say you want something to drink? You want something to eat? I said, Molly, whatever you want, you can have. Didn't I
Yeah,
say that?
yeah. You said I
Yeah.
can have the second room. I was like, shit, I'm good, Reese. I'm good.
So, like I'm Tyree, I'll bump him out. Come on, Molly, but that's how
Oh, Ron Thompson, he think you mad. He ain't give you some of that.
I don't want the He probably mad because I didn't give him the I don't want the Don't I'm not asking you. Treat me like I'm your I'm your boo, whatever. No, no,
Mm-hmm.
because we're not. We're just friends. Ron, you just mad because I ain't give
Uh-huh.
No.
That's why he rushed out of there. He was like, Mom, we gotta go. I was like, why? We just got the Reese's. Let's go. I was like, I ain't know why he was mad. Now I know.
Uh-uh.
I
We
just
should
showed
Y'all
shut
you
him
people
the
is
down.
video
not good.
collection and he got mad. I don't know.
It's not. That ain't no good.
That ain't no good. Man, well, we can
All
say
you
your
can get is these movies.
we
All
can
you
say
can
the
do.
other link for the mall that you sent. You sent me something else about on Instagram. We can say that for the show tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah,
This has been another show. So y'all know what acrimony means. The bitterness, the tinge, that anger that you see somebody, Bernice rolling her eyes at people at church. So you know
yeah.
she got some acrimony. Molly giving homeless people fake chicken. Molly was like, yeah, I don't like you. Take this fake chicken.
Hey, Ron
Yeah.
gave it to him, man. Ron gave him the fake chicken. I'm eating all the fake chicken. I like all the plant-based chicken, plant-based burgers, everything. They got pizza. They got a high selection now. Shoot, you get everything. You can get
All right,
fish.
Ron
I
being
like the burger.
disrespectful,
The
Molly.
burger is
You see
good.
Ron being
Yeah.
all right, Ron. Don't be creepy. Don't be you see that?
He talking about he came through, banged you out, and got low. He a boy.
All right, he being vulgar now. And he being vulgar. Ron, you don't get banged in the mouth. You know who my brother is. Bip, bip, bip. Don't play
Get
with
him,
me,
Woo.
Ron.
Get him, Woo.
Don't play with me, Ron. Don't play with me, Ron. You hear me, Ron? Don't play with me. Am I shaking it right, Molly?
Look at the baby. Hey, hey,
Oh,
princess. Look
Oh
at her.
my
She
god.
looking right at us too. What up? What up? What's up?
say what's going on?
Look, she smiling. You see, get a little grin.
Mm-hmm. So I
Yeah,
kept daddy up all night.
that's what they do.
Oh,
Keep you up.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta get your 2K ready, and you good.
happy Indigenous Day to y'all folks out there.
Yeah, Native
Happy
American
Indigenous
Day.
Day.
Joe Biden switched that last year on my mother's birthday. That was crazy.
Talking
I was
about?
like,
Indigenous People Day.
he was like, yeah, Biden, man, he looking out. My mother loved her some Biden. Yeah, on my birthday, look what he did. Say, yeah, Biden sweet, man. He know how to get us. He always do something. to keep us looped in a little bit, like the weed thing. We looped in. Bad, yeah. You know, votes coming back around. He gonna need you.
But this midterms, I don't think he gonna get it. I don't know. Oh, happy birthday to Mama Tina. Today is her birthday. That's my Mama Tina. I love you, Mama Tina. I gotta
Happy
call
birthday, Mama Tina.
her and wish her a birthday. Yup. That's Mama Tina. Yes, happy birthday to my Mama Tina.
That's good. I hit her up, and we gotta get out of here.
Yes, we do. Thank you. It's a great show, Bernice. You gonna bang with me? You gonna ride with me?
I got you, sir.
All right. So
You just
look,
better not drink that
I
wine.
got a new co-host. Now I'm gonna give her the wine. I'm gonna offer the wine so we could pop bottles, you know, and celebrate the right way, Molly.
I'm asking for everything, Reese, man. I know now, you know. This ain't playing. Cut y'all. But all right, sis, love you. I'll see you in about another 30 seconds.
Y'all. Be safe.
Peace. Y'all enjoy Indigenous People Day. To my viewers out there, tune in tomorrow for another episode of the Morning Mac Show. I guess that's why I'm suspended off of Facebook for 3 days. But hey.
They hating, man. They hate. See y'all tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace.